a man-made form of energy that has been derived from any other natural source. Let's take an example of fossil fuels. We can make electricity from burning of fossil fuels. Yes, we can make energy, electrical energy from tidal
Water?
waves, from water, from tidal waves. Yes, what about wind energy? We can generate electricity from wind energy.
Yes.
Very good. We have studied how our energy resources, our natural energy resources, wind, water, air, and heat, sun, these all can convert. These all can be converted into electricity. Electricity can be generated from all the natural resources. Okay? Basically, electricity is a flow of electrons. How electrons are flow? They flow from in the form of wind? No. But this flow of electrons require a medium to travel, require a medium to be stored. How electrons or how uh, electrons are stored in a battery. We'll study about it. How electricity can be traveled through different wires, through different objects. What are the conductors of electricity? What are the insulators of electricity? How circuits are made? What are the different forms of circuits? The series circuit, the parallel circuit, open circuits and closed circuits. What are the resistors of electricity that resist or that opposes the flow of electricity? Okay, we'll study about all these. Come on. Just it's a formal introduction to the electrical circuit. Can you see this picture? This is a simple electrical circuit that consists of a switch, a wire, this thing that is globe written over here. It's okay, it's a bulb basically, and the battery. Do you think so? The bulb will light up. Over here, the bulb will light up. No, the bulb will not light up because the flow of electric current from battery, from the positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery is being obstructed, is being hurdled by the switch. If this switch will be closed, if this switch will be closed, then the flow of electric current will be through. But over here, this switch is open, therefore the electric current cannot pass through it. Now, just see. This is a symbolic diagram of that same picture we have seen it before. Globe, this is one battery. These are the common electrical symbols. These are the batteries that are connected twice. Over here, the three batteries are connected in a row. Now, see, this is closed switch. Closed switch means this is on, and open switch means this is off. Why this is off? Because when we see that the switch is open and it is off, therefore the electric current will not flow. There will be hurdle, there will be obstacle in flowing of an electric current. Can you recognize these electrical symbols? See, now here comes electrical circuit in a series. A series circuit. It is a circuit where there is only one path from the source through all of the loads and back to the source. This means that all of the current in the circuit must flow through all of the loads. And loads means these are the bulbs over here. The symbolic representation of these bulbs is also termed as the loads. Difference between a series circuit and a parallel circuit. What is the basic difference? Can anybody tell me? Come on, anticipate. Yes. Unmute yourself. Can you see over here? In the first picture, the series circuit is given. In a series circuit, if one globe burns out or is removed, all globes will stop working. What is globe over here? The bulbs. The bulbs are also termed as globes in a series circuit. When one bulbs turn off, the rest of them will also stop working. And in a parallel circuit, if one bulb is burned out or is removed, the others will continue working. Then in a series circuit, the voltage is shared between all the bulbs that are attached over there. And in a parallel circuit, every bulb receives equal number of voltage or equal or full voltage supply. Over here, in series circuits, yes, it is cheap and easy to construct. It is also easy to install. But in parallel circuits, it requires more effort and it demands more expense. Can you predict what will happen when this switch turns on? Will the bulb glow? Yes, the bulb will glow. What will happen when the switch is off? The bulb will not glow. Where would you find this circuit? Okay, have you ever seen this circuit in your house? Parallel circuits? Where would you find this type of circuit with so many switches are attached to it? What is the disadvantage? Let me repeat my question. What is the disadvantage of using a series circuit?
Miss, if the switch will be open, so no path, no current can flow. And in the
Yes.
parallel circuit, if one path is broken, so the current can flow through another part.
Excellent. See, one switch is individualized for one bulb. And in series circuit, one switch is the main controller of all the bulbs. And if that something bad happens to that switch, for example, if it melts out or if there is short circuiting, so not only because of that one switch in a series circuit, the rest of the bulbs will also be affected. You cannot use any bulb, any lightning in the whole pathway if all of these are controlled with one switch. Therefore, it is usually advised, especially at your homes also, we use parallel circuits and we do not prefer series circuit because of this major disadvantage. Okay? Over here, this lady is an electrician, right? So, she's looking at this picture and she is unable to understand this picture. And she thinks so that she can do much better than this. Now let's see what she has for us. Why did she get the circuit wrong? How can we avoid this problem? See, she got this circuit wrong because of its symbolic representation, isn't it? Can she do it? Can she make it in the correct form? Circuit symbol. It's much better for everyone to learn and draw the same symbols for parts of a circuit. Draw the symbols neatly using a pencil and a ruler in your book. Then work out what each symbol is called and write the name next to it. See, we have been studying about it for such a long time that every symbol is designed for a specific part of a circuit. Why? Because, for example, if I use M for battery and if somebody else use M for a switch, then how are we going to connect with each other? How are we going to know what the other is trying to represent, what the other is trying to explain? Now this electrician says that he has drawn his circuit using the correct symbols now. Now can you make it for me? Yes, we all can do it because we all know that these are the same symbolic representations that we have been studying and we have been acknowledging about. Now I'm going to show you some more circuit diagrams. I need you to tell me if the bulbs will light up or not. Now I will ask one by one and you will tell me will these bulbs light up or not. Yes. What if I'll draw the pictures on the board and then one by one I'll ask each and every one that will the bulb light up or is there any fault, and how will you rectify that fault? You have to answer me. Insha, can you please tell me will this bulb light up or not? Will this bulb light up? See, this is a bulb. It is connected to the battery. Wire is there, battery is there, and I have put an eraser in between. Will this bulb light up? Abiha, can you please answer me? Will this bulb light up?
No, miss.
Why, beta?
Because this eraser should be there.
Yes, I have placed eraser, so what? Anybody else who can answer?
The electricity won't pass through it.
Excellent. Why the electricity won't pass through it? Abiha, come on, continue with your answer. Because eraser is a good conductor of electricity. Then, because eraser is an insulator of electricity. Therefore, the electric current will not pass through it. Okay? Good. Whenever you are asked that yes, you are correct, your answer is correct. But why your answer is correct, you have to justify your answer. Because initially also I told you people that science is not about giving yes or no answers. It's about giving justification and giving scientific knowledge. Logical answers that why, yes, why it is not correct or why it is wrong. This is symbolic representation of a bulb. Yes or no? This is symbolic representation of a bulb. It is connected with a battery over here and I have placed a metal clip because I know that metal clip is a good conductor of electricity. But look at this picture very carefully. Do you think so the bulbs will light up? The bulbs won't light up. Why? Can anybody answer me? Hamza Faisal, please answer me. Come on. Hurry up. Unmute yourself, beta. Why the bulbs won't light up? Will the bulbs light up or won't the bulbs light up? Yes, Aisha Abid, unmute yourself.
Miss, the bulb will not light up because the battery is both positive among this sign.
Superb answer. Wonderful, Aisha. Great. I don't have many people to applaud for you. Yes, your answer is correct. Excellent, Atik. See, he has joined me in clapping for you. Come on, next is Anas. Anas, just answer me. How an electric current flows from the positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery? Why? एक दफा अगर हम यहाँ पर यूज करते हैं, ठीक है, हमने इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंज्यूम कर ली, उसके बाद हमने स्विच ऑफ कर दिया, हमने बैटरी, कैन वी रीयूज द बैटरी? हम एक दफा के बाद दोबारा बैटरी यूज कर सकते हैं? Anas, come on, unmute yourself and answer me. Can we reuse the battery? Why? And how can we reuse the battery? Come on, Anas, tell me. Hamza Faisal, can you tell me? Atik, can you tell me how can we reuse the battery? Asya, hurry up. There are some chemicals in every cell, in every battery. When these chemicals inside the battery starts reacting, they produce electric current. When this electric current is generated, it comes out from the positive terminal of the battery. Then it is utilized by the bulb, and then after that it goes again towards the negative terminal of the battery. So that again these type of chemicals, they generate and then regenerate the electricity till the chemicals are capable of doing it. When these chemicals will be finished, all the electricity will be utilized up, then we can see that the battery or a cell is dead. They cannot work more. There is no more capability, and that is how, according to Ashal, कि अब वो और काम नहीं कर सकता. That is how we get to know that now it is dead, it cannot work more. Okay? Circuit and a closed circuit. What is the difference between an open circuit and a closed circuit? Yes, Abdullah Rauf, can you help me out? Can you answer me? What is
yes.
the difference between an open circuit and a closed circuit? The main difference.
Open circuit and close arm.
Yes. Arisha,
Ji.
can you answer me? Unmute yourself, Arisha. Can you tell me the
एक
difference?
बार आप प्लीज रिपीट कर दें क्वेश्चन.
Can you tell me the difference between an open circuit and a closed circuit?
Miss, in closed circuit the current does not flow,
And
and in closed circuit the current does not flow, and in open circuit the current flows.
see, now here it is contradictory. Firstly, you were correct. Closed circuit. Now let me give you a simple tip. आप लोग क्लोज सर्किट में यू पीपल थिंक कि वो क्लोज होगा, वो बंद होगा तो उसमें से इलेक्ट्रिक करंट फ्लो नहीं होगा. नो, क्लोज सर्किट मीन्स every part of a circuit is tightly packed together and there is no opening. जब opening नहीं होगी, the electric current will pass. So in a closed circuit, all the parts of a circuit are closely packed together to help electric current to flow. And in an open circuit, there are some hurdles, there are some flaws in a circuit so that an electric current cannot pass through it easily. All right? Now, what we have done today? We have done the difference between a series circuit, series and parallel circuit, symbolic representation, symbolic representation of a diagram, I hope you all can see the board clearly. Open and closed circuit,